What even is EA Play Live 2021? I mean, what even is the point of this event? No, I'm not saying this just because it's been confirmed there'll be no Star Wars news or announcements. Kind of biased opinion, considering this is mainly a Star Wars channel, and obviously I want to see more Star Wars stuff. But it feels like there's been more confirmation on what isn't going to be at the event rather than what will be. Here, get this. There's no Star Wars, nothing from BioWare, no Dragon Age 4, nothing on the new Mass Effect game, and nothing on the new Skate. So what's going to be there? Well, it seems like we're getting Battlefield 2042, there'll be Apex Legends, all of EA's sports games like FIFA, Madden, the yearly installments, you know how it is. Hey, look, this year's game has more blades of grass than last year's. Whoa, dude! Look at that grass. Look at those grass physics. There'll probably be something on The Sims as well, and I'm assuming the rumored Dead Space revival will be revealed. Alright, so there are some big titles, but not really as many as you'd expect. Remember, this year EA have decided to hold their EA Play Live event more than a month after E3, whereas normally they'd be held within the same week. And I think there could be a number of important reasons why they've decided to do this, and these reasons will affect their future releases in the games and could give us some information on when we'll actually be able to see and play new games. So, what is even the point of EA Play Live 2021? Why not just give us a bunch of trailers and announcements instead of hold an event a month later to create some noise? Who knows? Anyway, hey everyone, it's Andrew. Alright, so the first reason I think this year's event is a month later is because EA want to distance themselves from the hype created around any other games. I've mentioned this before. I mean, EA were present at E3, they revealed Battlefield 2042, but I'd say the reason they're holding this year's event a month later is to create as much buzz around their games as possible without any other publishers' games getting in the way. The fact this year people aren't able to travel to LA for E3 and EA Play, that's why they're held in the same week so everyone can go there and just experience both events, has given EA an opportunity to distance themselves. They want players to focus on their games, and the whole idea of creating EA Play Live, and not just revealing their games at E3 like they used to, is because EA feel they're big enough for people to want to know what's happening with their games specifically. I mean, they are one of the largest video game publishers in the world, so it makes sense. But the second reason, and I think this one's more important, is to give their developers an extra month to work on the games, and possibly reveal more at EA Play Live than they'd be able to a month earlier. They're going to be able to make decisions about which games they can reveal based on where they are in the production timeline and how much they have done of the game, how much are they able to reveal, and are they even able to announce this game? That's what I'm trying to say. It's possible that within the last month, they've been making decisions about which games to reveal based on behind-the-scenes progress, and which games they'd rather keep behind the curtain until they're ready. So last week, EA Star Wars tweeted out confirming there'll be no Star Wars news at EA Play Live, which really sucks because we all can't wait to see what new Star Wars games EA are working on behind the scenes, but it felt kind of strange that this tweet was made only a week before the event, when everyone is literally waiting and expecting some Star Wars news, considering how quiet EA have been about their upcoming Star Wars projects. Even the likely Jedi Fallen Order sequel from Respawn isn't getting any reveals or title or anything. So the fact this tweet was made only a week before the event could mean that EA or Disney or Lucasfilm or whoever only just made the decision to not reveal anything, either because it's too early and they're simply not ready, or because they're waiting for a larger Star Wars event where they have more to reveal and they'll have a bigger production going. At the moment, it looks like we'll be hearing about EA's Star Wars games at Star Wars Celebration in May next year based on this tweet. But that said, it really kind of sucks this tweet was made at the last minute. I'm glad they're communicating, but I wanted to show you guys this. One of EA's studios just did something I think is really cool. Skate 4 has been one of the most anticipated games of the past 10 years. It's been 11 years since the release of Skate 3, amazing game, wow, open world, loved it. And since then, all we've had are the memes. When is Skate 4 happening? For years, that was the question we were all asking. So EA just released this tease of what they're doing with Skate 4. At last year's EA Play Live, they announced Skate 4 was happening, and this year we've got this little tease, and it's a behind-the-scenes look at the game's development that literally reveals nothing.
The truth is, it's early. We're still working on it.
You're joking.
Genius. It tells us the game is open world, which if you've ever played a skate game, you'd already know, and that's kind of about it. It's just the developers talking about how excited they are for the game, and they even tease gameplay by having this dude say,
Well, a couple people have seen it.
They show us nothing, but this builds so much hype. This is exactly what the community would be asking for. apart from seeing actual gameplay. It's just a progress update. It just gives us confirmation that yes, they are working on this game. Yes, they haven't forgotten it. Yes, they care about the community. And so they're going to put out a video like this that just creates a little bit of buzz and hype around the game. So what I'm trying to say is EA know how desperate we all are to see what they're doing with Star Wars. They've still got the exclusive license for at least another year or two. We know they're working on Star Wars games. They're still doubling down on Star Wars games. That statement still stands. So why not reveal something like this that's a perfect tease of what's to come without actually revealing anything at all? Are they worried they'll do what they did 5 years ago, release behind the scenes video showcasing several Star Wars games at EA studios around the world, and then dig their own grave by having to cancel one of them, showing us footage and stuff and concept art and whatever, and then it'll get scrapped? Is that what they're afraid of? It's safe to say at this point, EA have definitely learned their lesson with Star Wars. They know they can't mess around with the fans or the license based on their rollercoaster history with Star Wars, so why not just do this as a PR move and make us all happy in some way? Give us something. Hope. Isn't that what the sequel trilogy was all about? Disney's all up in there with the hope thing. Rogue One, that's what we all need. So what's the point of even holding an event like EA Play Live? I mean, half the games at the event have already been revealed. We've seen Battlefield gameplay, although there'll likely be more of this. FIFA has had a reveal, the Skate teaser. Why not just release content on the social platforms, on social media, if they're holding back on so many games? Why even run the event? You know, we're not getting Star Wars games, no Dragon Age, no Mass Effect, no Skate. So the event will likely go deeper into gameplay of the games we know will be at the event, and also reveal a couple of new titles or IPs, even if they're not Star Wars titles. I think it's likely we'll see the Dead Space reveal, like I said, and maybe something else, some indie games and whatever else they have behind the scenes. But I think it's important to remember that modern games take a long time to make, years. Jedi Fallen Order began development in 2014 and released, 5 years later. Squadrons, as far as I know, took around 3 years to make, so game development now is vastly different and evolved from what it was in the golden era for Star Wars games, which I think a lot of people compare now to, and I don't think that's a fair comparison. Back in the LucasArts era, when there'd be, 2, 3, sometimes 4 or more Star Wars games released each and every year. Amazing stuff, not really feasible or practical nowadays. They can't do that nowadays with the complexity of modern games, the detail that goes into modern game development, especially for Star Wars games. These aren't like yearly FIFA or Call of Duty titles where developers can just take the same mechanics and paste them into the next yearly release. I think if you watch the Jedi Fallen Order behind the scenes documentary, which you can watch on YouTube, you'll get a sense of what it took to build that game, and that doco only just scrapes the surface of what goes into it. When people complain about EA claiming they've doubled down on Star Wars games, and that comment was made how long ago now? Long time. I think they need to understand that these games take a lot longer to make than you might think. Sure, EA could be more transparent about them, give us a little bit more information or some teasers like the Skate thing, use that as a perfect example. Great hype building trailer without actually reveal anything. It would be great to get something like that for Star Wars. But all that said, I think it is possible we could still see something real small about Star Wars at EA Play Live. They specifically said they won't be showing any new Star Wars games at EA Play Live. That was what they said in the tweet, but there could potentially be some small teasers or a piece of information, perhaps similar to what Skate's doing, that gives us some idea that there's something, at least something we can expect to see next year. Also, just wanted to say there's been no news on Star Wars Hunters, that new Star Wars game from Zynga, since early this year. That's the last time we heard about that thing, and that game is supposed to release sometime later this year. Nothing to do with EA, but hopefully we'll be hearing something about that soon, and just wanted to remind you guys of its existence. Because yeah, it's been flying pretty much under the radar, and we still don't really know what to expect. Also, of course, the new Lego Star Wars. Still no word. Star Wars stuff is happening soon, so we're just gonna have to wait a little while longer, it seems. So do you think we'll see anything Star Wars related at EA Play Live? Anything at all? Something? Hope? And are you looking forward to anything else from the event? Let me know in the comments. And for more on the latest Star Wars, watch one of these videos here. Retro Star Wars games, this one. Do it, if you like. And you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and join my Discord for lots more Star Wars gaming, news, and everything else you want. And thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.